telling you, it's getting cold out here. Property preservation. So see this yard right here? Well, I mow this every 2 weeks. Now, they told me not to mow it last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago. Now they told me to mow it. It's been a month already. Nah. It's about closely to 2 feet, give or take. I give them 2 feet because by the time I get it back, it'll probably be more. So they didn't give it to me this week. 2 weeks ago. Now they expect me to do it this week. It's not happening. You know what I mean? It's like you're gaming me. If I do it every 2 weeks, I do it every 2 weeks. If I don't, then I'm gonna have to rebid it. So that's what we did. Let's rebid it. So now we're gonna look inside and see what they got inside. And when you do property preservation like this, now bidding for trash is not easy, man. It is not easy. You can easily screw yourself over. You can screw yourself over because you be thinking that stuff is 20 yards, and then when you come out of there and you're plucking 40 yards, 30 yards, sometimes even 50 yards. That's messed up. So we're gonna take a look at this house, and I'll tell you what I do. Let me open up the door and we'll get to it. So now check it out. This room is stacked. All right. The room got a lot of stuff in it. A lot of stuff. Stuff that you could use on different properties. Like you could inquire on when you first start your property preservation, Circular saw. It's not big, but it'll work. Little TVs over there. Hey, if you could sell these things for 10, 20 bucks, why not? 10 bucks. Why not? It looks like this guy loves his cigars. Tons of cigars in here. But I guess he got this. Tons of empty cigars. Empty cigars. Painting, I don't know, you might be a Picasso in there. You never know. So when you do stuff like this and you bid it out, and you're gonna bid it, you better know what you're doing, man. You don't want to get fucked over and see this room is small. And next thing you know, you get a dumpster, you have your dumpster, you rent a dumpster, whatever you do. Next thing you know, you got to call for another dumpster, pay for another dumpster. You're doing more dump runs than you're supposed to. So, a lot of stuff like that, you have to watch out. Have to. Because if you have help, you're paying for help. Man, he loves his cigars, huh? So you're paying for help. So now you could lose out on coming over here, trying to get the job done. Need some light. Trying to get the job done. And these are empty boxes, nothing's in them. Nothing's in them, but still, you have to pay for your help. So your help is going to be here longer. So you think about, help's only going to take a day. Well, now your help is taking 2 days. But as you see, this room is stacked. When I say stacked, it is stacked. Always go through the whole room. You can easily measure out the room and get a rough account on how much stuff is here. But again, you could screw yourself over. there's a lot of stuff here. So you can measure, like, the best thing you can do is measure the room and go from there. But like again, I said, you could screw yourself over. It could happen. And it happens. I did it before. It ain't happened to me once. Happened to me twice. Happened to me a couple times when I started this business. And then you look, you better know, and when you give them a number, don't stand down your number. They're going to be like, oh, well, can you do it for this? Can you do it for that? No, man. Stay in your ground. Do it for the number you want. Or you flat rate them. Say, hey, man, I can't count this thing. Hey, man, I can't count this thing. I'm just going to flat rate you. This is what I'll do it for. I'll do it for $8,000. And stand your ground. Don't go down, because a lot of this stuff in the dump, you pay for the weight. You pay for a lot of stuff. Damn cobwebs everywhere. So you got, look, like I said, there's a lot of stuff here that if you don't pay attention to, will screw yourself over. A lot of cobwebs everywhere. But as you see, stacked. It's cobwebs everywhere, man. Raw food. Raw garbage. Now, that's a different, man. Some places you have to take the raw garbage further than you want to. Some places will take the raw garbage. Some places won't take the raw garbage. So now you got to spend your time on... Whoa, I'm falling over. Look at that. It's stacked, man. Now you got to spend your time on separating everything. Hopefully I don't fall again. So, gotta pay attention. Cobwebs everywhere. Raw garbage. Like I said, some places don't take the cobwebs. Raw garbage. You have to go to another facility for the raw garbage. So, that's why you always gotta pay attention. Like I said, pay attention. When you first start out this business, you might screw yourself over. But then you learn. You definitely will learn. If I ain't losing my... Oh, man. Hopefully. All right, look at this thing. This thing is stacked to the gills. Holy shit. Okay. Jumper box, good to have if it works and it holds. Always look out for addicts. But again, don't screw yourself over. And if you do screw yourself over, learn how to recover it. Alright? Just learn. You'll get it. You might fuck over yourself once, twice, maybe a bunch of times. But you'll get it. It'll all come to you. And now, how I would do this one, aim for the sky, shoot for the stars. Give yourself a cushion, because that's all you need is a cushion. I will bid this one probably be at, because they want yardage, so I'll give them a yardage. Or I'll flat rate them. So like this one, I will say this one, I will say 150, close to 200. And it all depends how they pay. If they lowball you, well, then you give it to them. But don't screw yourself over. So if you get paid $30 a yard, some places you don't, some places you do. If you get direct from the bank, you get top dollars, so you might get $50 a yard. If you get $50 a yard, then yeah. But at $30 a yard, at $30 a yard at 150, you're making $4,500. $4,500. Think about the dump is gonna probably take you, let's say 1,000 of that. So now you got 35. Help is gonna cost you for, I think that's 3 days, 3.5 days, or 2.5 days, 4 guys, $120 a day. So that's like 800. So take that out of that, and you're left with $2,000. I don't think that's worth $2,000. I don't think that's worth $2,000. I really don't think that was worth $2,000. But again, I will bid that at 200 yards, maybe 250. So at 200 yards times 30, you're coming out there with $6,000 if you can finish it. So then you spend $1,000 at the dump, you spend $1,000 in help, you spend $200 on gas, then it's worth it. Then you're coming home. So, like I said, $6,000. You can spend $1,000 on help, $1,000 on a dump. You're coming home with $4,000, and Uncle Sam wants his cut. So, I'm thinking, in reality, that house is an $8,000 house. That will give you enough for all the guys. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, 12. Yeah, so I think you spent $1,500 on help. $1,500 on help. Probably $1,000 dump. 200 in gas. And 2 to 3 days of your time. Yeah. You gotta shoot for the sky, aim for the stars. Leave yourself some cushion, do your math, sit down. That's why nobody even touched that thing yet. Because they're not. You're gonna have me, you're gonna have other guys going into that thing and bidding and bidding and bidding. They will take the lowest bid and the sucker that goes in there and say, I'll do it for 100 yards. But shit, at 100 yards, you're definitely gonna be fucked. At $30 on $100, $3,000, hell no. But 8,000, 9,000. The best you can get is 10,000 out of there. But with 10,000, I'm gonna take. With $10,000, I'm gonna go there, get the trash out, clean all the cobwebs, clean up everything, wipe down all the shit. I mean, like windowsills, make it presentable that they can walk in there and start getting the job done, and they can start remodeling for 10,000, and that is good. All right, that's it for today. Something to think about. when you do a lawn, you do it every 2 weeks, and they don't give it to you for a month. Do you do it? And bid the trash right. Bid it right. Because there's a lot, sometimes you can find a lot of heavy stuff. So you're spending $15,000 on help, by $1,000 on dumps, or maybe more, maybe $1,500 because the dumps went up. The dumps used to be when I started, it used to be $80. Now they're up to like $160, depending where you are, and you could always pay $200. So surrounding areas, look for your dumps, where it's gonna go, where you gotta take it. We're in Danbury, and there is no dumps out here, so you're gonna be hauling that shit back somewhere. Don't know where, somewhere. Again, it's good to have another guy with another truck, because if you can move more loads, you'll be fine. If you and another guy with another truck, or a U-Haul with 27-footer U-Haul, you'll get it out. Spend one day, take it to dump. You know, you probably do it in 2 days. And then the third day will be cleaning. Alright, don't screw yourself over. We out.